What was the most surprising result that you had in this time that you're experimenting a lot? What kind of principle came out of your experimentation program where you never thought that this will happen? Is there anything that you can share?
Yeah, actually, I have quite a few. But I think I'm going to talk about banner images.
Okay.
I think like around 2 years ago, we decided that there was so much, there's so much we could do with banner images in articles because it's like such an important part of the reading experience. And we ran about 10 tests around banner images because we're thinking, okay, like let's think about how people will interact with our article. Maybe they'll read a few lines and then look at the image and be like super inspired and then keep reading, and then they'll be more likely to convert. Like this was our theory. It sounds very idealistic, the way that I'm communicating it now. But back then we really believed that changing a banner image was going to move the needle. Okay. And we had 10 tests, which I'm going to share during the talk, where we moved up the banner image, moved down the banner image, changed it to a successful image from our ad, and got rid of it. And even we resized it, or just anything that we thought was going to make a difference. In the end, nothing worked. And that basically concluded our test with banner images. We moved forward, realizing that, it's like people don't engage with articles the way we think they do. And most of the time there are certain blind spots. And I think I only learned this later on, where I'm not sure, I would like to do this test myself, but I think this is a quite old study saying that people engage with articles in an F pattern.
F shape, yeah.
Or actually, I'm not. So I think I'm mirrored right now. So this is the actual.
Yes, no, exactly.
Exactly. So the other way, where they will only read certain things. They will almost always ignore the right hand column, and they will skip certain things. Like they won't read every paragraph as is. And a lot of the time, the banner image is a blind spot to people. So if you get rid of it, then people might be a little bit confused. I can't fully explain exactly what happened, but people don't engage with the banner image like we do. Yeah. And I was even thinking, why did we spend so much time iterating on something that was so small, where we could have actually just taken that time off and gone home earlier, which would have been better for everything. But it's just we were so tunnel visioned, and we thought this was such an important thing. But if we took a step back and just thought, is this really going to make a difference to how people would perceive our product? No, we should have been working on the content, which is a lot more important than the banner image. And I know other companies probably have different experiences. I think most companies have never tested this, and they just think they have assumptions about how the banner image should be. But we decided to challenge that, and after 10 tests, we know that it really doesn't matter with the banner image.
Yeah. And without these experiments, nobody would dare to remove the banners, right? There will still be the myth that it's important for whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Exactly. And if you think about it this way, it's so much of what we learned, even about how to write essays in school. How did the teachers even know for sure that's the best way to write an essay? No one's tested that in probably 100 years. It's just funny. It's you should just put everything to the test.
Cool. But that's what happens when you deconstruct the things and you do experiments one by one, and you learn so much, and you realize that a lot of people who do things right, it's maybe based on experience of dozens of years, but also there are a lot of mistakes in that assumptions that are just myths, and they're gut driven. So it's a great thing you built there with your content experiments.